The purpose of this video will be to discuss Bamboo Solutions Data Viewer web part briefly. So just as a brief overview of what Data Viewer is before I actually show you it on a page, I came to our www site where you can see any details on all of our products. You can see from our Data Viewer page here that the point of our Data Viewer web part is to analyze data from various sources within SharePoint with a single customizable grid view solution. If you're interested in more details, you can scroll on down and you'll see a lot more information, including blurbs about specific features that we have with corresponding screenshots, and we also have key benefits, more features, we have a video, which is going to be this video, and then we have our pricing. This is the same for any of our other products if you're interested in this or any other ones. But right now we're going to migrate over to a page where I have Data Viewer set up so we can see what it looks like in action. Okay, so here's our Data Viewer on a page. I currently have a parent and a child list, and the child list is nested underneath the parent using key data. So this is just a really basic example of our Data Viewer web part so that we don't really get confused with the data and we can just see more of what the web part is with less variables. So as I said, we have a parent list and then we have a child list, and the child is nested under the parent, matched with the one-to-one columns that I'll show you in the settings, but I just wanted to show you really quick what our web part can look like. These columns can be expanded and the opposite, and you can also filter and sort on your headers. And if you want to, you can also drag a column header and group by that header really fast. So this Data Viewer web part is really exactly what it says. It's just a way to view your SharePoint data in a more consumable way. And multiple sources, right? So not just one list, you can do multiple lists with multiple rules and formattings and conditions. So it really takes just blah data and it can turn it into something, again, much more consumable. So I'm going to show you behind the scenes of setting up the Data Viewer web part just really quick because we want to keep this video succinct, but I want to show you all the available options that you will have when you do set up Data Viewer for your company SharePoint. So in order to edit this web part, you need to put your page in edit mode because we don't want just anybody editing the web part, right? We only want people who have access to edit pages to be editing web parts. So you click the settings gear and it'll open up the settings. You have this option to go through a tour of the web part that's designed into it if you're kind of new to the web part and you want to know what everything means, but I feel like it's all pretty straightforward. So this is just the basic beginning. This is where you set up the first list, the parent list. You can put whatever site you want that you have. Obviously you need permissions to that site, and then it'll auto-populate the lists and you pick from that list about which one you want to do, and then you choose which columns to display in the list. A lot of customization options inside of here. This columns to display thing is the header right here. Okay, then we have many options. Folders are flat, group, sort, etc. And then you can filter. You can filter on an existing view that you have in that list or library, or you can create a custom filter with your own conditions. Pretty nifty, okay? Then default of the expand, and then you can limit the amount of items that you can get back. Default view. Moving into the more meaty part of it, if you want more than just one list, you come over to the data analysis tab, and here you can nest another list underneath the parent, and then here's where you link the columns together. Same deal when you're adding a child list for the columns to display. That's these here. Okay, and then you have all the rest. Folders are flat, sort, group, etc., etc. And you have conditional formatting, so you can format the columns to show up in a certain way if they meet a certain condition. You can change like text color or the background, so maybe you want something to turn red if it's past a certain value. That's pretty cool, and you can do that for the parent and the nested, different or the same. It's up to you. Calculations as well. You can create calculations based off of numeric fields in your list, parent and nested, all the same. General settings, we have a lot of different options to customize your data viewer. You can go through all these checkboxes on your own, but here's just a view of them if you want to pause it and take a look. Look and feel just gives you the option to change the accent, or you can do your own custom styling with CSS. You pop it up, it gives you a fancy little panel right there. More customization options. That's really all there is. I mean, that was a lot in a little, right? There's a lot of different ways to make this web part your own. And then we always have our About tab where you can see what version you're on, and you can pop up that Take a Tour thing again that we saw in the beginning if you have more questions. So that pretty much sums up what Data Viewer is and the point of Data Viewer. Obviously, this is intended to be a really short, quick video. So if you have more questions, again, you can always go over to our www site and you can click the Contact Us form, or you can do the Try Buy Now and just get a quick trial of the product and play with it and see what you want to do. And someone from our company will always reach out to you if you have any questions or if you download a trial, because we want to see what we can do to help you. Well, I'm going to stop talking now. I think I pretty much captured everything I could in a short window of time. Our website is listed below. If you have any questions, feel free to navigate over there and we will do our best to help you out.